Very funky intro. I like the backwards E's as well on the typography as well.
Spooky.
It goes on way too close to the camera.
Ask you a few questions. If you answer truthfully, I can help you. Do you know who he is? You're going to tell me everything that happened that day from the start.
What was your first reaction to that video?
I thought it was very good.
Hi, I really love the title sequence and like how it's black and white, and I was really enjoying the sort of like the use of the really extreme white and
Yeah.
like loads of black, because I get that sort of like good and evil connotation at the start. I really like that. I thought it was really creative and useful. And then I quite liked when it faded into colour as well. And that was really cool. And then as we follow through, I'm like, oh, guy in a suit, looking very official, button done up, and then he's wearing a tie, and then he's got a bag or a briefcase, something like
Yeah.
that. And I was like, oh, building up, Spencer's coming.
Oh, I really liked it. Yeah, it was very good. I thought it was quite clean cut. Nice sounds.
It's quite clean.
Yeah.
I liked the use of music to create suspense. It was very well chosen. Some of the sound effects maybe are a little bit too loud. They need to be sort of mixed so that it's not startling. But yeah, it's very good.
And then you get into the room and like, oh gosh, what's he gonna do to him? I was like, oh, okay, interrogation. And then I just thought it was really sort of creative use of suspense, but sort of leading you in one direction, and then kind of taking you another direction to give you the backstory with 24 hours later. And I thought it would come together really nicely.
Also, what I'll ask is, what do you think the genre was? Based on
Thriller.
It looks like a thriller to me, thriller horror, maybe something like that. But it could turn into an action thriller, maybe thriller horror, depending on the backstory. 24 hours earlier, you never know what happened.
Maybe a thriller, sort of crime thriller, something like that. Yeah.
Right. What I want to say, you haven't seen my old one, but Nathan can attest it was quite a bit atrocious. We changed
Shit, yeah.
Yeah, we
I'll take your
changed it around this time, and we definitely did it in quite a time. So I want to ask you quickly, how long do you think it took us to like record and edit that whole thing?
Like a week. Not solidly, but sessions over a week.
Yeah, that's more or less fine. And do you think that was okay?
Yeah.
So I had to completely rush. Like we started at the beginning of March and finished by the end of March.
Oh no, I thought it was really good. Yeah, especially in that sort of time frame, definitely.
Maybe in total about 10 to 15 hours, something like that. It looks very polished.
Yes, it
now.
was It was certainly quite rushed. We had to do it all within a month.
I think it's quite good, quite impressive actually.
Yeah.
Because I would say, especially with the music and the non-diegetic soundtrack, you have to pay attention to it and make sure it fit. And sometimes that can be really time consuming. So yeah, I think that's really impressive under 3 weeks.
Is there definitely improvement? You can see there's improvement on it.
Yeah, there is an improvement. There's also an improvement on your previous drafts as well. I see sort of the effects using the interrogation room to make it look like a vignette, to make it more intense and more out of focus and blurry. And I also like how in that scene the interrogated person, you didn't say anything, which was very effective.
Is there any improvements you think you can by just seeing that?
The only thing I'd say was the reshooting of the door bit.
Yeah.
But I know shooting wise it's quite
That was kind of funny.
yeah. But it's just the way he walks up to it. But you covered it well in the editing, having the door handle and then the low angle shot of his feet coming through the door.
Yeah.
So it's not massively noticeable. But yeah, that was all.
Paying attention to doing this time is locations. Like I actually put effort to doing the locations, like one place the outside with the
Yeah, I think
car
the
went in,
location's really good.
and the interrogation room itself with
Yeah,
me
it was
in
very
it.
confined and
So do you think that actually enhances verisimilitude? It creates that reality sense that actually looks realistic.
yeah, it definitely enhances the similitude, definitely, because especially with the visual style as well, you've got sort of this like vignette on the screen, and when you're in the interrogation room, it makes everything feel a bit more confined and smaller. And with the small room that you've already picked, it really works. Yeah. And I also like the use of the outside location because obviously he's come to a place where they're keeping the person, and it's a good use of location, I think.
It's an improved use of mise-en-scène, and it just makes the whole thing more believable, and it gets the audience invested in the story more.
The elevator bit especially, I thought that was quite nice, and having it was when he pulls up outside, walking across the gravel.
Yeah.
Where did you film that?
We filmed that outside the same building.
Oh really? Yeah. Oh no, it's really
We
good.
spent 2 hours at that building filming everything. I went in the lift about 5 times. So we went up a floor once, recording the inside, and when I came back out, recording coming out, and then back in again, and then recorded back in.
Oh, God.
And eventually just used all the footage. We had like 111 videos by the end of that day.
Holy shit.
And we filmed that.
No, that's really good though.
Yeah, right. Thank you very much. Final question for you is, as an opening and title sequence, what is the most effective thing about it? Because we know what the conventions of opening title sequence are.
Yeah.
What's the most effective thing about this that makes it stand out?
I like how it just follows the interrogator on his journey to the interrogation room, even with the waiting in the elevator with him. I just like how that is sort of creates the character without telling anything.